In this video, I'll be talking about bot object within Microsoft Copilot Studio. Now, variables are the components which can be used in Microsoft Copilot Studio to assume some value for a specific object. Now, there are different types of variable, like there is a topic variable, there's a global variable, there's a system variable, there's an environment variables. Now, every variable type has its own purpose. Global variable can be used in all topics. System variables are created automatically with your agent and they provide more contextual information about the conversation or the user. Environments variables are created in Power Platform and mostly they are read only in Copilot Studio. And topic variable can only be used in the topic in which they are created. So the scope is default for variables that you create. Now, from a system variable perspective, we have something called as a bot variable. Now, here, uh, as you see, if you want to extract some information from the bot variable, you can just type in bot.environment ID and it will give you the environment ID of the agent. Bot.id will give you the ID of the agent. Bot.name will give you the name of the agent. Bot.schema name will give you the schema name of the agent, and bot.tenant ID will give you the tenant ID on which that agent is loaded. Now, I just did a simple example just to show how it works. And this is like an instance of one of the agent which I have created. So let me show you this in action, how it works. So before we go into the Copilot Studio agent, I would like you to have a read through the variables overview within learn.microsoft.com website. Now here they have explained nicely about the different types of variables. And we are going to look into one of the variable like the system variables. And within system variables, we are going to, there are multiple objects within system variables. So one is activity, then there are users, and then there's a conversation, and we are specifically looking from a bot perspective, so we'll explore this variable. So bot environment id name, schema name, tenant ID. So let's first go ahead and create an agent. Okay, so I think I already have one agent, so I have this plain agent, so I'll make use of this plain agent. So for that, first I will go into the topics and I'll add a new topic. So let me add a blank topic and call this as, let me call this as bot exploration. And this is this will be triggered if I type in something. So if I just type in bot, it should get triggered. So I've just put the phrase as bot. The moment I put it bot as a trigger phrase, it should trigger. Now I'll make use of send a message. So here in send a message, this block I will use to add a variable. Now insert variable. So as you see over here, insert variable. If I click over here, I go into system, and this time I will type in bot. So I get lot of objects over here. So I get bot tenant ID, schema name ID, environment ID, and then bot components. Now bot components is a record set. So this is all about what are the components of the bot. So it will retrieve that value. But let me just type in bot exploration as a title, and I will get the first one, bot.environment ID. So this is the first one is the environment ID. Then we'll take another one. So bot ID. So this is the bot ID. And let me save this and test it over here. So I think the trigger phrase which we are looking over here is the bot. So if I just type in bot, that particular topic should get triggered. So just type in bot. And as you see, it has triggered this topic and it has given me the environment ID and the bot ID. Now, from where this bot ID is coming, so if you want to extract this bot ID, it starts with 0BE. Now, if you go into the URL over here, now here in this particular URL, like here, you see a breakdown. So here we have environments. Now, as you see in the environments, this is that GUID. So this GUID is the same as this GUID. So if you want to extract this value, you can get that using this environment ID, right? And for a bot ID, it has given me 0BE. Now, there are multiple ways to look into that. So if I go into settings, and if I go into advanced metadata, here you will see similarly the environment ID, the tenant ID, which we are going to get extract shortly, and then the schema name. So this is a schema name for the bot. So we are going to extract the same schema name as well. Also, the name of the bot. Now the name of the bot is plain agent, right? So let's explore other variables as well. So go into the message and go to system, type in bot, and we have seen environment ID, we have seen ID. Let's take the bot name and let me pick up the schema name as well. And then the last one is the tenant ID. I'll click on save. So let me restart the agent again. And once it is saved, I'll just type in bot and it should give me all the details. So it has given me environment ID. It has given me the bot ID. It has given me the plain agent. It has given me the schema name of that, and also it has given me tenant ID. Now tenant ID can also be extracted, like if you want to see some more details or if you want to verify, you can go into session details, and here you will see the session ID, tenant ID, object ID, environment ID. Then there is a copilot ID for the copilot, which is used for that Copilot Studio. It will give you organization ID, so it will give you all these information in the session detail also. And also you can even extract the URL. So if I go into the plain agent over here, so let me go into the overview. Now here you can see all this information. So from here, from the URL, you can extract the environment ID, and also this is the bot details as well. So this is that ID for that specific bot. You got the plain agent name, the actual name, the display name, and also the schema name. Now, as I showed you earlier, go to settings, go to advanced, go to metadata, and here you will be able to see all the information. So environment ID, tenant ID, agent app ID, and the schema name. So that's it, folks. This is how you basically extract the bot object. Now, why would you do all these things? Now what is the use of it? Now the use case for this particular uh, variable exploration is, like if you want to pass on information to a third party system, or if you want to pass this information to some third party service or power automate flow. Now if you want to know from which environment it is coming, or what is the schema name, or what is the bot name, or maybe what is the environment ID through which you are passing on the request from one flow to another, then this will be very useful in knowing and passing on this as an input parameter to the Power Automate flow. That's it, folks. Thanks for watching.